G'day everyone, we are back.
We're back, baby.
I'm Harry. Joining me, as always, Holly One Tapper.
You know it. We're back.
Battle rep. Getting into it. Me versus
Keen.
Aaron, the boys, duking it
The
out.
lads.
Yeah. High Elves
lads.
v Toon Kings. As we said in the post-tournament vid, this was pre-birthday slaughter for Aaron, so this was like a bit of a test of his Toon King list.
Yeah. Taking the boys out for a test. Needed one
Taking
game
them.
with the list at least.
Yeah, that was it. It was just the one game against me.
One
So
yeah.
And a little bit about the we've changed. We had a crack at a bit of a different camera setup for this battle rep between Aaron and I. Again, we weren't like super happy with how the angle turns out and everything like that, but we're going to keep trying a few different setups, and hopefully we can just keep getting better at what it looks like.
Yep.
But let's get into it. We'll talk about the lists. Talk about Aaron's first, just briefly. We've spoken about it a few times in previous videos. Big Royal Host. Aaron's the number one. Surely he's the number one Royal Host player in Australia.
Surely.
It's got to be.
Bloody hell. But now I thought I'd try something different. Take the host. And I'm pretty much just double donging. That's all it does. Double donging.
Double dong. With the cohort. The cohort's interesting.
Yeah, trying the cohort out. Yep. Bit of shooting. And trying the chariots out as well. You don't see Tomb King chariots, so trying them out.
Yep.
So yeah, just trying different stuff out. See how it goes.
Big thing to mention about the list setup, because it's pretty straightforward, but the saves on your double dongs or your setup, like your magic item setup.
Yep. So the general, he's level 1 wizard, so he can heal himself. Just counts as a level 1. He's a 5-up armor, 5-up ward, 5-up regen, and you got to reroll to wound that bugger with his armor. And the other one is 4-up, 4-up, 5-up regen. So he's the tanky boy. He goes. Yeah, he's got the giant blade. Yeah, both tanky. Not much out.
4-up wardy. 4-up wardy's old school. I like it.
Yeah,
that's 8-bit stuff. That is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
Moving on to my list. Got the Warhost, the Chracian Warhost.
Hell yeah.
I've always loved the white line theme of the High Elves, so now that they've actually got the AJ with it, I thought I'd stick with it. But my normal that I like to sort of run's not the double dong, but I wanted to be somewhat competitive for Aaron to test this out, so I've gone the double dong. Pretty standard setup. I actually copied Aaron's double dong from Bloodridge tournament. You took this double dong, is that right? The High Elves?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. I think
same. I've just gone battle magic on the Archmage instead. That's the only difference. You had high magic, so I've gone battle magic. Excuse me. Core setup. I've gone the big unit of Woodsman, mainly because I spent ages converting the models, and that was what I've got. I've just got 16 Woodsman,
well, you were working on them before the even AJ dropped the bloody.
Yeah, I was working on. Yeah, that's right. I was working on a line theme. I've been working on it since 9th age. So the fact that I've sort of had these guys, I just wanted to use them. So I've just gone the big unit. It's a little bit annoying. Like I'm not a huge fan of skirmishers in the old world.
It's a bit jank.
I'm just more not. Yeah, I don't really like the movement of them and just the setup, the structure. But they are what they are, and that's the job they do. So got the Woodsman, big unit of white lions. This is only my third game in with the 1.5 rules, so I've normally gone with a very fast high elf list, so I'm not used to, or I'm not like experienced with the use of infantry and stuff. But the white lions seem like a good sort of core fill out, and they fit the theme. So, went with the lion standard. I guess I've had a bit of bad luck in recent times with my leadership roles, so went sort of the safety net there of the lion standard. And then just the sisters, 2 sister units, pretty standard, I guess, for a high elf list. Didn't mention the two, just little, just good shooting output. Again, a lot of skirmishes in the list then, so I'm not super happy with that, but I wanted to be somewhat competitive versus you. I didn't want to take too much fluffy stuff. So yeah. That rounds out the list. We'll talk about our spells. So the spells we rolled up.
Mm-hmm. Well, mine are pretty easy because I've only got 2 level 1s. So
level 1
makes life easy. So the general, he has to take necromancy, and he rolled up the big dirty 6. So I kept that one.
Yep. Spirit Leech.
And I just, and my little level 1 illusion guy just took the Cursed Blades to keep things easy. So.
Yep. Especially with the shooting.
Shooting.
Reroll 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I rolled up my 4 spells. Didn't roll any doubles. Just rolled clean for. I got Curse of Arrow Attraction.
Yep.
Pillar, Arcane Urgency, and Oaken Shield. I change out Curse. I really tossed up between Courage of Venarian and Hammer Hand, but I ended up switching out to Courage of Venarian. But maybe as you see later on, I might have preferred Hammer Hand. But anyway, we'll get the deployment, the end of deployment up on screen, and then we'll start the video from there. But I won the roll off for sides. But we sort of mirrored the terrain.
It's nothing. We had like a map pack. Some map pack we were playing.
Oh, that's sorry, we did use the that's from the Square Base guys. They've set up
Square
that.
Base?
That's where I got that from. So that's the Square Base map pack. So we just rolled it up and just did it exactly as that. You'll see on that my forest that I already placed down for being the Warhost. I sort of placed it. I actually took a little bit of time. I probably took about 5 minutes to sort of think about where I wanted to place that. And that's another thing hopefully I'll get better at with a bit more experience because I haven't had a lot with the Warhost. But I was trying to sort of...
I didn't realize you could put it anywhere you wanted. Like, I thought it was like your half of the thing.
Yeah, it's just... it just says, you can't be within 6 inches of a special terrain feature, which I think is...
like objectives and stuff.
So you can't just like plonk it right in front.
It's very cheeky. It's good.
And I tried to use it to sort of block, or at least sort of hedge my bets on where you might deploy and where I can block a lot of your shooting, because I sort of wanted to minimise, of course, how much damage you could do to me in the early turns. But I don't think so I placed it near that impassable terrain, sort of center of the board, just sort of having a bit of a think about where you might sort of be deploying, because obviously you have to put it down before deployment. Then we place we placed our baggage trains.
We were using baggage.
Using baggage trains. Now we again, part of our camera shot, we missed the 2 sort of bottom corners in our camera shot, as you'll see, and that's where we both...
You wouldn't believe it.
And that's where we both decided to place our baggage train. I placed mine bottom left, 3 inches from the board edge, and Aaron sort of copied that. He just went bottom right. Um, so yeah, that's sort of, you can see there the deployment, the way. So I got Aaron to deploy to drop first, and you
Yep, I
dropped.
can't remember. So I just dropped the little chariot
Yep,
bugger
little
behind
chariot went
the
in.
thing.
Yep. Then I
Yeah,
just followed up with my archers. I just placed them. You'll see them behind my Archmage Dragon. I just dropped them pretty much in the middle of the field.
yeah. I think
Then
I just
Aaron.
plonked the bloody horse archers up next.
Yep, you did. You were
Yep.
targeting. You were doing a bit of an ambush block there. You were sort of measuring. Wanted to sort of
Yeah,
clear as
because I
much
knew you
page.
had the ambushes. So I was,
Yep.
yeah, I've played enough basemen, so I know to kind of
To block
limit
it
what they
somewhat.
can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Especially with your catapult being a bit of a sitting duck there for
had the
ambushes.
catapult. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I just go with the white line unit next. I just plonk them straight behind that forest there. Again, I didn't want to cop
yeah.
the pie chucker if I was to lose first turn. I didn't want to cop that straight up.
hmm And
Um,
yeah, when I knew when the white lines were going, I just plonked the cohort down straight away
yeah,
in the sort of in the corner a little bit, going for like a refused blank sort of deployment because
yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
Yep, I think so. I think you just sort of you were more sort
because
of
I don't want
focused
the
on the baggage train, I guess.
dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the dragons I don't want to get in behind me and cause me mischief. So I want to. Yeah.
yep. Then I did
Mm,
my unit of 9 sisters over near that far impassable terrain.
yep.
Um, I just knew I could sort of outrange you on that side
Yeah.
once you put the cohort down. I didn't want the cohort shooting at the sisters because you always hit on
Yeah.
fives, and I knew
It's
you'd just be
juicy
able to
target.
delete.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew
Mm,
once your cohort went down, I was like, oh, I can just plonk them out there and I can easily outrange you.
yeah.
Um,
And yeah, and then I put the tomb guard chariots next to the cohort on the board edge. Just
yep,
run at that
because they
baggage
were just,
train.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. You straight up, you're like, I'll just hunt the baggage train. Pretty straightforward
Yeah.
for them. Then I do
Yeah.
my unit of 7 sisters. I actually just end up putting them behind the white lions. Um, Again, probably being a little bit passive there. I was more thinking if you won first turn, I wanted to avoid them being shot as well.
Yeah.
So that's where I went with them.
You got to
Sort of.
remember evasive, brah. Got to remember
Yeah. So
the kind of yeah.
um, but with that, so if you shot the catapult at them,
Yeah.
then I've for Bygo.
Mm.
But then you just roll to hit as normal anyway, don't you? So it wouldn't
Yeah, I
stop me
guess so.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was more the
Yeah.
pie plate because I was kind of like that can do. I probably could have spread out
Yeah.
more,
Fair
but
enough. Yeah.
yeah, but that was my sort of thoughts anyway. Again, pretty passive. I am a generally pretty passive player anyway because I'm not,
Mm.
especially like in the old world because I don't get a lot of games, so I'm not super experienced. So
Yeah.
yeah, probably something
Fair
something
enough.
to sort of look at there. Yeah, that's when you drop the
Mm.
catapult.
Drop the catapult.
Again, he's slightly
Not
out of
really
camera
too
there.
many targets to go for, but yeah, just indirect fires, fine. I guess you might hit something. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think you were too
it's
too
more for
worried
the
about that.
leadership. Yeah, debuff.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
you were too. You didn't seem too worried.
yeah,
So then it just left me the dragons because I ambushed the woodsman.
yep.
So I placed the mage down first, sort of very central,
hmm
um, and then I place my prince on the Imric dragon there, on that right flank. So
Beauty.
yeah, yep. And then you do your characters too. So we both had very few drops.
Yeah, not many
I-
drops, nah.
yeah,
Because
and so
my
then you
scorpions are obviously ambushing too, so
ambush as well. Yep,
kind of just leaves me the characters. So
yep.
plonking behind the units, and yeah, mage goes with the cohort. So easy.
Yeah, yep. Very good. Rightio. Well, we'll fire up the video because now we started. Right, yeah. So yeah, we've got the video going now. I love straight away too the cats in the background up in the corner.
Yeah, they're always running around the bus.
Always love it. They're our mascots.
That's the good luck.
So yeah, you're just vanguarding the cohort now.
Yep.
You just push them straight forward, and we try and get in the little camera here. This is where your knees blow out.
Yeah, I'm getting old, bro. I'm getting old.
We'll put that up at the end of the video because it's a good laugh. We have a good laugh at it.
Hopefully, a few people know about our sneaky Easter egg endings. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good call. The Easter egg endings. I like it.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned here. You and I, we roll off for first turn. I roll a 1.
Standard.
And then you roll a 2. It's because I have the +1. We have to re-roll, and then I win.
Yeah.
I win first turn. So that was me there, just rolling up Oak and Shield. You just choose not to dispel it. You don't even try. So
yeah,
that goes off. Then I attempt Courage. I attempt to cast it on the Prince, and I fail the cast on the first roll. And then I deliberate a little bit there about utilising my re-roll for that, but I don't. I don't use the re-roll because I'm sort of thinking maybe Arcane Urgency.
Yeah. That's probably the spell you want to go there. Arcane.
Yeah.
Put me under the pressure.
Yeah. Put you under pressure. But you know, my movement's sort of here. I'm just trying to move the sisters to be able to shoot at that chariot first turn.
Yep.
Just to be able to target something. Yeah. Because I think you've done quite well. You have bottlenecked yourself a little bit, but because you've also stayed really tight with your deployment, it means you can be somewhat reactive to what I do here in this first turn. So I think, although it seems like you've really compressed yourself, I think it's also quite...
it's
quite
kind
smart.
of a sneaky mode. I'm quite quick. The list is quite quick. It might not seem it, but it's quite quick because everything pretty much has reserve move. Everything when the dragons have flight 20. So yeah,
I think exactly that. I think it's not like obviously quick, but it's very reactive quick. In other words, you can be very reactive to what I'd sort of do. I think, which is quite good. And you're very good at that. You're very good at being reactive with your movement and your so armies that you seem to have that have reserve move always do quite well. Well, I mean, yeah. So again, just taking a bit of time here to have a bit of a think about what I'm doing with my sort of positioning here. And again, you'll see here, I'm working off your bone dragons potentially being able to move because you can boost their movement by 3 inches.
Yeah. Just
so I'm respecting the ability that they can potentially charge 21 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm still although I come out with the dragons a bit just to put a little bit of pressure on, or at least make you make decisions. But I'm very passive with the white lines and the sisters. I guess with my central units.
Yeah, fair enough.
And again, this is my first game because the other two 1.5 games that I've played have been with the Warhost, but you and I played fluffy lists. I just had chariots.
Yeah, I think I had rats in one game, I think.
Oh, no, it was both. You played Orc and Gob with both.
Okay,
yeah. But they weren't sort of super OP. I mean, you had a few fanatics going on there, but what I mean is, this is my first game where I've got the Warhost with the 2 dragons. So, it was a bit of a new experience for me to have the 2 dragons, which are fast and they're hammers, but then the rest of my army's kind of slow.
Yeah.
So you'll see that, I sort of you'll be able to see that sort of unfold a little bit in this game where I might sort of get a bit of movement or be passive in some areas and then sort of oddly aggressive in other areas.
yeah.
So I put this Prince on Star Dragon there. I stick him behind the hill, just to sort of put the chariots under pressure, like to sort of see what you do with the chariots there.
Yep.
But then also you can't target, the cohort can't see him, and the the catapult can't see him either. It'd be indirect fire.
Yeah, because you definitely want to barrel him into the chariots because you can blow through them pretty bloody quick.
Yeah, well, I was thinking because you got a champion in there, but your combat res is still bugger all. You're static, that is. So I was like, oh, even if I pump into them, like, you know, but.
And if I lose a few wounds to crumble, I can't bring the champ back unless there's like a full, like, because it heals wounds. I can only heal one wound back unless, like, if the unit's got like wounds on it, I can't bring the champ back.
Oh,
unless I
didn't even
full champ back.
Yeah, I didn't sort of overly think about that, but So there's the
you can
Archmage.
blow
He
through
comes
'em.
in. He's outside the charge range of your king, your general.
Yep.
Because your general, we didn't mention your general's the one on the far. He's the one behind the chariot.
He's the one. Yeah, he's the one with the axe. Yeah.
The axe, yeah. And then I'm just sort of measuring the shooting range of the cohort, and then that sort of forces me to be a little bit sort of stagnant in the middle there, so I don't actually really do anything with the white lions. I just sort of shuffle them sideways.
Yep.
Which, quite passive. Could be a mistake. And I sort of, so there I try Arcane Urgency.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, this is the sisters shooting at the chariot.
At the chariot, yeah.
At the chariot, yeah. The bolty hits and only does one wound. The other sisters don't manage to do a wound. So that's there. I just blink one wound off him. And then I sort of did it arse about here because I actually roll Arcane Urgency now. And I fail the first time I roll. And then I do the re-roll. And I roll a 1 and a 2. So I nearly miscast.
Playing with fire, bro.
Yeah. So I also wanted to be engaging this game because we're obviously doing it for a battle rep. As I said, I'm generally pretty passive, but I wanted to try and get stuck in. I always remember like a Ninth Age video I watched that Bobo put up back in Ninth Age.
Yeah.
And he was just saying, like, for new people, he was saying the best way to learn is just to get in and roll dice, and if you get pumped, so be it.
Yeah.
There's no point like we're trying to win friendlies like 11-9 or something. So
yeah, well, friendlies are the best place to just go nuts, like just barrel in,
just
see what happens. Yeah.
So sorry, this is the start of your turn. Right then, you just rolled. So you healed the wound on the chariot.
Yeah, got the wound back on the chariot. And I think I just bloody go full ball here. Yep. I can't march, obviously, so yeah.
Yeah, you do the 2 movement, thy will be done's. The king gets 3 inches. Sorry, is he's called a king? The big fella on the...
Yeah, they're both Tomb Kings, yeah.
Both Tomb Kings, yeah. So the general gets 3 inches.
Yeah. I always get confused and call them princes because they're called princes in the High Elves, like the High Elves are on...
Half print, yeah.
Like so I always get mixed up.
You got the converted army.
You got the conversion,
yeah. This is the single chariot, the old Commodore. He's the 89 Commodore.
The old EU, mate.
He turns around. Because he's like, he nearly got pumped first turn by the sisters. So
he's like, that bolt throw was too close for comfort, that one.
So on this flank, you've obviously moved the other chariots forward because you're not... again, you're quite clever with your movement here. You sort of push them forward and then you're going to set up for some combos if the prince does decide to go in and charge stuff. So
not too worried about it. Just want to disincentivize you from getting stuck in. So
yeah, and because you've got the advantage army-wise in terms of combat res, like you can much more easily combat res me out of a combat.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And you play here you do cast. So you were just sort of measuring movement, but you sort of again we cast a few spells out of sequence. There you just have a crack at the Curse of Blades. Yep, on your unit, but you whiff that spell, so it didn't matter anyway.
Yep.
So this is where the big. There's a few things we do throughout this game out of sequence. I think it's it's all part of the game. As long as you, everyone
always
forgets.
learning.
Yeah. Plus, I think we still do a lot of our turn sequences with the old 8th in mind, like our start of turn and all that stuff. We're still
because sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll say magic phase, and I'm like, oh shit, I've forgotten. Like, there's no magic phase anymore.
That's what I mean. Like, it's a bit more. That's what we're still used to, unfortunately.
Yeah. So people, you got to play a lot to know when to do all this sequence sort of stuff. Like your spells are all in different times and all that. So there's the big bloody Armour of Destiny guy getting stuck in.
Yeah, position him quite well because he's in behind that forest, so not much can really see him.
The other dragon can't charge him, and you can shoot at him, but not with much. But,
and he's got the neg 1 to hit.
Yeah, the bone dragons come with a built-in neg 1, which is bloody nice.
Yep. Yeah, that's really good. There's a few turns here where then you sort of start talking about you're going to set up a bit of a no-fly zone for the backfield there to try and stop both my dragons from getting in. And then that was that roll just then was the indirect fire.
Misfire
straight up. And you roll can't fire this turn or next. I think you roll 4. Yeah.
So it could be worse.
Used to be a dwarf. Used to be a stumpy, just re-roll.
I know the re-roll and everything.
Re-roll that, yeah.
Misfire, I never heard of it.
When you misfired, you were like, oh, not used to it.
Like, I know. It's like, I don't even know the table because I never have to bloody roll on.
Yeah. A couple of reserve moves here. So this is where you set up quite nicely so that if I do go in to your chariots, you've got some good combo charges there.
Yeah, some counters.
Some counters which will prove very good.
Yeah.
Then we go on to my turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just having a bit of a talk there. I'm just talking about just sort of you giving ground in the chariots. I'm just having a bit of a think if I do charge. Because I sort of want to get stuck in.
You're like, oh, if I don't kill you, you'll just give ground off the table. And I was like, you're definitely going to kill my champ.
So good. So casting Oaken Shield, I fluff. Yeah. Oh, no, sorry, I do cast it successfully, but you use your level 1 and you dispel it. I only roll a 6 on the dice, and then you just pump it. You roll like 11 or something. So
roll pretty hot,
get rid of it that turn. Then I have a crack at Courage on the Mage.
Mm-hmm. Nearly got it.
You did, yeah. You roll 11 with a Fated Dispel. But it still goes off because I rolled high. I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
So obviously being level 3, I outdo you there.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I was talking about. I initially forgot ambushing, but then you reminded me, like you can ambush.
Yeah.
And this, actually being successful here, influences me a fair bit in this turn. Then, like, influences my decision making. I don't know if that's for better or for worse. But it definitely
sometimes it is better to fail. Yeah, just to.
There are certain things. I was thinking about that when I was watching this video back. There's even one thing, a charge that you fail in later turns, and I'm thinking it actually worked out better that you failed the charge. So I think sometimes, like this, if I didn't roll the ambush up here, I probably would have been a bit. I would have done a better job this turn, but because of this successful ambush, I'm a little bit more influenced by it. Like a lot of my movement here becomes influenced by this successful ambush.
Yeah.
And this is a good thing about watching full games back like this. You can really have a look at what, because this is obviously happening in
improve and
yeah. And we're actually we're trying to make sure we keep this game sort of tournament length. We're trying to stay under 3 hours. So you're making some of these decisions in quick time, like you're doing it. And if you're inexperienced, which I am with ambushes, like I've hardly ever ambush. So yeah. Then I take a bit of time now. I'm about to move the prince. Get quite technical here, so we have to use a fair bit of sort of 1 inch, 1 inch measurement pieces and
stick him in there.
Get quite intricate, because I'm kind of like
you didn't take the bait. Yeah, you didn't take the bait into the chariots, which was a good call. So.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, you were going to easily combat res me there. If I had Courage of Anarian on him, I might have considered it. Yeah, because then I was sort of thinking, I might be able to. But then there's still the risk that you dispel that.
Because it's remaining play, isn't it?
It's remaining play, but it is a 10, so it's hard for you to spell. But
it is hard for me, yeah.
Yeah. So this is where we'll spend a bit of time here with me just sort of placing the dragon. You'll see in Aaron and I like to use a lot of
our gaming aids.
Yeah, like I've got the little corner pieces. A lot of our stuff's from PMTT. Yeah, and from Henry's company.
And Henry, yeah.
Local boy, because we got it all from Philcon. We got a heap of stuff from
Philcon.
Got a heap of good gear. Thanks, Henry.
The goodie bags. Yeah, the goodie bags are all that's bloody good, yeah.
And the table, Matt, your table, Matt, is from PMTT as well.
From Henry, yep.
Yeah, it's really good. So a lot of good gear from him. Local boy. Yeah. So yeah, you'll see here we're using the 60 mil. The base just to sort of, because unfortunately my Imric dragon, his tail hangs out like 200 mil behind. God knows how he used to fit on a 50 by 50, the old 6.
I have no clue how they fit on their bloody bases, mate.
And now he's on a 60 by 100 and he still doesn't fit.
He still doesn't fit, yeah. What the hell were they bloody smoking back then?
Yeah, it's like...
And they were metal back then too.
Yeah, his tail's metal, man. So if I was plonking him in there, I'd just be snapping. I'd be snapping spears off your cohort. So here now with the woodsman, I'm moving my 5. Again, this is where I sort of hate skirmishes. It's always a bit janky, but I'm going to shoot.
Measure every bugger.
Measure every bugger, and it's just messy. Like it's pretty gross. But anyway, so I move forward here because I'm like sort of thinking 2 things. I'm like, I can put pressure on your catapult because he can't shoot next turn, so he's pretty much cactus. Yep. He's just a sitting duck now.
Yeah, he's hopeless.
We spoke about him just picking up his bag of bones and
go on, Smogo.
Go on home. Smogo. Pack up. But yeah, you'll see what I'm thinking here in a second. People that watch this video can correct me if my tactics were very poor here, but I wanted to be engaging. I wanted to roll some. I just wanted to roll some dice for you guys. So
yeah, there's one way to do it.
Yeah. So what I do here, so the sister's just coming up. They're just going to apply some shooting. I just moved that's the Imric dragon going up. The prince going up there. He's already moved it, but I just chucked him in
where the base is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Putting some backfield pressure on.
Yeah, I don't know if you really were too worried about, because you'd kind of, as I said, you'd already given up on the poor old catapult. That's kind of the only thing that was in your backfield that I could threaten. That wasn't cheap, wasn't chaffy.
Yeah.
So now I move the Archmage on star, and I sort of think I'm just going to push up here. So put it in front of, I dump him in front of your general, and I'm
You
sort of
mad
thinking,
man.
well, there's two trains of thought there. I was kind of like, I can sort of put you under pressure to make, because I thought we were sort of evenly balanced combat wise. I was like, you didn't have a lot of output damage wise, but
Yep.
you were ultra defensive. So I was sort of like, oh, we'll probably be pretty balanced here. And again, making these decisions in sort of real time. And then my
Yep.
second thought was, because I had courage and Aryan up, I was like, well, I'm not gonna flee from combat. I'm not gonna run away.
Yep.
And then I was thinking I could probably combat res you in my next turn with the woodsman, because I'm like, I've got the woodsman there. And I didn't want you just to breathy my woodsman, because I knew how much you love a breathy. I thought you'd just turn.
I love a good breathy.
So I was like, I'll put you under pressure and see what sort of decision you make. And I thought you were either just going to fly over me and go into my backfield, or you were just going to take the charge.
Yeah.
So again, you guys can, in the comments, and anyone watching, you can have a bit of a think about if you think that was a really poor. Plus, then I do have a crack. I'm thinking I can arcane urgency here as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, get in there, get stuck in.
Yeah, get stuck in, all
right. Here though, again, still a bit passive with the white lines. Like I just kind of leave them. I don't really move them. I just don't. Again, no real experience with high elf infantry in the old world. So they're fragile, slow. The other thing was oh wait, I'll do, because I'm shooting here, so we'll talk about that in my next turn. But this is just the woodsman shooting at the horses.
The horses, yeah.
Horses. Only 6 can see because of the way I've moved them, and it's moved and cover, but at short range. So I managed to do 3 wounds, and you save 1 regen.
Save 1, yeah. Nice one.
The 9 sisters, they now shoot at your general.
Yeah.
Because I'm janky and I've got the ignore cover. So,
so yeah, I'm a large target anyways, so go for it.
Yeah. And I can see right through that little peephole there, so
yeah.
So I just moved along and neg 1 for being a bone dragon.
The bone dragon, yeah.
Only 2 hit. The bolty misses, unfortunately. And I wound with 1, but then I'd forgot that the re-roll to wound is in shooting as well, so that just causes me to whiff.
Yep.
So good.
Yep. The bloody whiff.
And throughout the game, I fall for this trap a little bit where I shoot at your dragons, whereas the sisters can clearly do a lot more damage to other units of yours.
Because I haven't got too much healing, so a wound on the dragon I can heal that back, whereas a wound on anything else sort of piles up a bit. So
I've cast Ruby Ring on your other dragon, doing 11 hits. I do 3 wounds, but you save 2 with the armor saves.
Yep.
And then I do 1 wound sneaks through, but I'm not successful on the dry as dust, so just 1 wound on the big fella.
Yeah.
On the other king. And then the sisters shoot at him as well, but they don't do any wounds. They just whiff it. This is onto your turn too.
Yeah.
And here we have a bit of a chat here. When I was watching the video back, we actually have a bit of a chat about your dragon going into. Yeah, you're sort of just thinking like, you're just thinking, oh, if I go in, sort of what were the odds of losing / what are your options?
Yeah.
So we spent a bit of time just having a bit of a chat about that, because then you're sort of thinking, oh, do I just ignore him and fly over him, or
yeah. And then
again,
when it all comes down to it, I just bog 1 dragon down that way, and they have to deal with 1 other one
Yeah, I think that's what you sort of think in the end. You sort of like, oh, and
Yeah,
again, you're kind of like, oh, we're just recording this, so I may as well just go in and roll some dice.
yeah. You might
Because we
as well
spoke
get in
about my,
combat.
yeah, we spoke about my woodsman coming in and combat resin you.
Yeah,
And you're kind of like, oh, it could be a bit sort of swingy, like could sort of go either
yeah.
way, and then you're just like, ah, screw it.
Yeah, chuck him in. I was like, I'm indomitable too, and I got regen, so should be right.
Yeah, yeah.
Should be right.
But yeah, as you said, Necro, you're about to do your heal with your Necro because we just
Yeah,
spent that time talking there, um, talking about tactics,
yeah.
pretending
So I
like
get the heal.
heal goes
There's the
off,
heal.
the leadership. Yep.
Bring the horses
Um,
back as well.
yep, because you got the 2 heals.
Yeah,
So you did bring the horses back. And this is the tough thing for high elves versus undead is that we're trying to get value out of the damage that we're doing with shooting and stuff, but you're just raising it all
yeah.
back.
Just ignore the chip damage. Yeah,
Yeah. Though I will be done. You get the weapon skill up on the general.
yeah. If I'm going into combat, might as well go toe to toe at weapon skill 7. So in we go. I get the reroll ones off too on the necro, little necro bugger.
Yeah, you rolled
So
quite high for that one that time, I think, because
yeah,
I have a crack at dispelling with the level 3, but no chocolates.
yeah,
You have a crack at trying to fate dispel courage there. Fail that.
yeah.
You just chuck
You never
open for an
know.
11 or 12. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
And then yeah, this is where you just go screw it and into the Jenny. Into the
into the Jenny.
Archmage.
If you
Archmage
plonk in
goes
front of
in.
me, you can't be a bitch, mate. Gotta go for it. Here we go. Pushing them
Well,
in.
I knew you were going to be 50-50 on it. I knew you were sort of going to go, oh shit,
Yeah,
do I do it or do I? And
yeah,
then you just go, yeah, fuck it, I'll go in there.
yeah,
And then again, this is where we do so we get our ambushes sort of a bit skewed a couple of times. So this
yeah,
is you try beneath the sands, which you whiff.
yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure ambush is meant to be done at the start of turn sub phase, but it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
And the other scorpions popping up here with just normal ambush, you roll the 4.
Roll the 4 up for him. Yeah,
Yeah, and then you're sort of thinking, oh, because you want to. They're only 70 points, and you're pretty keen to just threaten the dragon with the dragon slayer on it.
yeah. Go for the drag. Yeah, go
Yeah,
for the 6.
yeah. You're sort of
Yeah,
like, oh, I can just threaten him here. So, but you actually put him again just out of camera, unfortunately. But he's just behind the catapult because you're sort of thinking if my dragon goes into the catapult, then you can have a crack at me.
yeah. You can kind of see his base there on the
Yep.
bloody.
Now this is where you get a little bit like that left flank of yours now is sort of uncontested in a sense because of how
Yeah.
I've been passive with the white line. So now you're kind of like, oh, I can just move forward like this.
Go,
And now you're just going to go for
secure the baggage. Yeah,
baggage train, yeah. And this is where I struggle because, as I said, I'm used to having just really fast high elf lists with Cav in my core. So I'm used to being able to just, if someone sort of overwhelms you in a certain area, you can respond to that quickly. But new lesson for me.
yeah. That's it.
Cohort obviously going to have just Pepper the Prince here.
Yeah, does they reform the turn to face? Try their luck. They are poisoned, so you never know. You never know.
So good.
And here come the bloody skirmishers.
Yeah, just trying to set up
Knocking the
so that the
charge.
Prince. Yeah, because he didn't want to cop the rear charge on the general up there.
Yeah.
Because that was the other thing you had to consider is that I could sort of throw everything at, but you position well because I'm in the flank there.
Yeah. Or if you chuck the dragon in with the dragon and the woodsman in, you can kind of I'll just crumble away real quick. And then
Yes.
disengage with your other dragon if you wanted to, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the thing too. I was thinking I can risk. I thought that you were at a higher risk because it's your general, and if he dies, well, it's an uphill battle for the.
Start crumbling. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was what I was sort of thinking up in by threatening your general a bit. I was like,
Yeah.
well, Aaron's risking more than I am.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't have taken that if that was your prince, but because it's the Archmage,
Yes.
not too bad. He's a bit more fragile, that fella. So
well, and that's where you did when we were discussing it. That's where you did say you asked, "Oh, did you take Hammerhand?" And I think if I had Hammerhand, you probably wouldn't have either because it's just that little bit extra
little bit
damage
yeah,
output.
if you sneak a wound through, that's another crumble. So
so I think if I had Hammerhand, you were kind of like you weren't going to take that charge, but because I didn't, you would. Yeah. So this is the cohort shooting at the prince. There's Aaron's bloody pink dice. You'll see
pinky.
He sneaks the pinkies in there every time. I want to wait.
Pink's poison, mate. Pink's poison.
I want to Andrew Simon's weight check those things. They're like the zing bales in the cricket, how they're that a bit heavier, so they don't come off the. Just that
put a little magnet in them.
Just that little bit of dodginess.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Totally fine, mate. Casino legal, mate.
Yeah. I want to weight check. So you do 4 normal hits and then 7 poison hits.
Nice.
But you only managed to do 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And I save both with 3+ armor. Yeah. So I just roll the armor saves. Horsemen then shoot at the woodsman. You hit with 3, but only do 1 wound. And I save with my 4+ armor.
Here's me black shirt covered in cat hair.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was watching it back, I was having a good. You just carve it in. It's funny. You don't really notice it till it's on camera. Hey, like you don't.
Yeah, I know.
It's not. It's only when we got the camera and the lighting that then all of a sudden it's like, oh, she's covered.
Oh, Jesus, the crazy cat lady's back. Bloody hell.
Yeah. So getting into combat here, I think. Yeah. So that's my Archmage does nothing. Your king only hits with 1 and doesn't wound. Then your dragon hits with 2 and does 1 wound. I managed to save with a 6+ armor.
Yep.
Then my dragon hits with 2 and wounds with 2. And I've got to do the re-roll there, so still wound with 2. You save on the re.
Pillow fight a bit.
Yeah, we do a bit.
No wounds. Yeah.
Your Thunderstop here though hits with 6, and you do 4 wounds. And I whiff my armor.
Yeah.
So I failed all 4 armor saves, and then
because you pop your opal, don't you?
I pop the opal to save 1, and then I fluff all 3 regens as well. But I rolled 3 4s for the regen. I was spewing. Yeah. So I actually copped 3 wounds
off the bat.
Yeah. And then I do 5 hits for my Thunderstomp, and I do 3 wounds.
Yep.
You fail your armor save.
Total. Yeah.
Yeah, you save 2 with the warties, and then fail 1 with the regen. So we end up drawing combat. Because you saved a couple with regen, so we did the same amount of wounds.
Yeah, because the regens count as combat, so...
Yeah. So drawing combat.
Yep.
Then this is on my turn 3. High Elf turn 3. I successfully cast Oaken Shield. I only roll a 6 again, but you failed at a spell at this time, thankfully.
Yep.
Because I was a bit worried there after you just did 3 wounds to my mage. I was like, oh,
yeah, I was like, oh, shit.
And that's what I sort of thought. Like, I knew that the combat could be swingy. I knew that it could go either way for either of us.
Just dice, man. Like, we're pretty similar stats. Just dice.
And that's and that's what I was sort of thinking, right? I was like, well, Aaron's got more to risk because it's his king, it's his general. So if it swings my way, well, he's in real strife. Call the GG.
Yeah, GG it.
Yeah, but swung your way that round. The woodsman obviously going to the flank of the general because I'd sort of already committed to that as my tactic.
Yep.
I was kind of like, well, and I was thinking about what to do with my prince here. I was kind of like, oh, what do I want to do here?
Because you
Looking
can't
back,
go
I
into the
didn't.
cohort, obviously. So
No, definitely not with
yeah,
your dragon there as the combo charge. I was like,
yeah,
again, maybe with Courage of Venerian up, on the prince, I might have considered risking it. But the one thing I didn't really consider here until watching the video back was maybe positioning my prince back towards the middle, maybe. But I wanted to get rid of the catapult. I just wanted that gone.
yeah.
I
Fair.
felt I don't know why I felt so threatened by it, and the fact that I'd feel a bit more free if I got rid of it. So yeah, here I charged the prince. I just decided to charge the catapult, get rid of it.
Fair enough.
Skirmishes. Oh, sorry, the woodsman. I
Yep,
roll.
in they go.
Yeah, I roll 60 for the charge. So I go my full distance 11.
The full bickies, yeah.
Because this is where I think skirmishes are a bit weird. Like because you have to be able to get the whole movement for all of them. So
Yeah.
as an infantry skirmisher, it actually like makes your charge range really crap, like really poo.
Yeah.
Because you're not
If you
just
lose
like
coherency, they just die. That's
yeah. So it's
yeah.
kind of like if you're in open order or closed order, you've just got to be able to wheel and touch, and then you're
And
in.
you get your freebie. Yep.
Yeah. Whereas like skirmishes is kind of like if you don't make the full charge with everyone, well. So anyway, enough about hating skirmishes. Just cop it.
Bloody bloody wood elves, mate.
Prince goes in here, up
In he
to the.
goes.
And we did play this game, bit rookie from both of us because we didn't actually really read it properly. We were playing the baggage train as impassable.
I know, we didn't
It
bloody
was a bit,
it's just
yeah.
dangerous that thing.
So,
Yeah.
and that's the corner of Aaron's baggage train there near my prince now. So it makes me a little bit squished for room there in this turn. Like, so you'll see, I sort of because we think it's impassable. I'm a bit crammed up,
Yeah.
which I probably should have been a bit more free. But anyway, doesn't matter. Just watching back, you learn from it.
That's it.
If this was just one of our normal
Okay.
games, I would have walked away and never realised that I screwed
Questioned
up
it
there.
again, yeah.
Yeah. Another big one here that we screw up. Now, I didn't have the book because my book's on the phone, and we were
Yeah.
utilising my phone as part of the recording.
Yeah.
And I sort of spoke to you about the open order pivot for the White Lions, and we thought that if I moved sideways or backwards, I wouldn't get the open order free pivot.
Mm.
But you can. It just says as long as you don't march, you can use it. So it would have
Yeah,
actually
okay.
made my white. There's a couple of turns here where I don't really do much with the White Lions, but I could have
Go
utilised them.
sideways 2 or whatever it is.
I
And then
could have. I
pivot.
could have positioned.
Yeah.
I could have positioned them. The next two turns, I could have positioned them so much better than I do, because I
Yeah,
think
okay.
I'm not allowed to move backwards or sideways and free pivot.
Yeah, okay.
And I actually had a game
'Cause,
not
yeah,
long
we
after.
we were stuck on maneuvers. I think we were stuck on. You can only do one maneuver. Is that?
And that's what we spoke about, yeah. And I sort of
Yeah.
didn't really bother going questioning it much more than that. We sort of just left it at that. But it actually really sort of screws me
Yeah.
up a bit. And it was
Yeah.
actually in the next game that I play that I learned about that. And the White Lions, I was able to be far more manoeuvrable with them because
Yeah.
you
Nice.
can move
Especially if you
your.
got a whole in line formation there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like
Yeah.
especially with them being so wide, it kind of lets you. You don't have to worry about wheeling and stuff and burning up so much movement. But anyway,
Yeah.
just a point for young punters out there that there's something that I learnt that we sort of screwed up,
Yeah.
or I screwed up anyway, because that's on me.
Mm.
So these are dangerous terrains I'm rolling, and of all the fails with the re-roll, I just lose the champ.
They bloody live in Forest, mate, and
The champ, he's must be too old, so he's got bad knees like you.
yeah, that's right.
Once he stumbled on a tree root, that was it. He was gone.
That was it. He's like, I'm done.
And he's like 1,000 years old, and he's still, he's lived in woods his whole life, and somehow he still fumbles. Come on, Games Workshop, give us a break.
Oh, mate, we all have our bad days, mate.
Yeah, so good, mate. It's like of everything that I roll. Sisters have a punt here at the Chariots, and this is where I could have. Again, I didn't move the Sisters very well here. If I was focusing fire on the Chariots with the Sisters, I could have deleted that unit in like 2 or 3 turns.
Yeah.
Bolty hits here. It does 2 wounds, and I got this real wrong. The through and through, I thought you had to kill a model to get the extra hits, but it just says you do the hits for each rank and file.
Yeah, okay.
So I think I could have done 3 hits there technically. Is that right?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
But I only do 1, but it doesn't matter. I kill 1 chariot.
That'd be nice to know, because I was playing the Boldy, I was rolling each, like, if I don't kill the first one.
Yeah. It's I think reread the rules for through and through. It just says that you do, if you hit, you just do hits equal to the rank and file. So
yeah, right.
Yeah,
it
doesn't have to
rank from that.
It doesn't have to kill anything. Yeah. So sorry, this is us rolling our combat up now. We've moved on to combat. Your king hits with 2 and does 1 wound. I managed to save it with my 5-up wardy this time because I got Oaken Shield up, thankfully.
Yeah.
Your dragon just completely whiffs. He actually doesn't do any hits.
Mm-hmm.
My dragon does 2 hits but no wounds because of the reroll. Your dragon does 1 hit with the stomp but doesn't wound. My dragon does 4 stomps and only 2 wounds. You fail the 2 armor saves, but you double the wardy up. Bang, bang. Smoking gun. So this time, this is where I was like thinking I could combat Resi a bit here if I got a bit more lucky, because I've got the flank, banner, and outnumber from the woodsman.
The woodsman.
Yep. But you lose by 3, but you manage to regen the 1 crumble because you've got the Indomitable 2.
Indomitable 2, yeah.
Yeah. So this is where I did underestimate too the fact that you can regen your crumbles. That's pretty insane.
Yeah,
if you're having
especially on the 5-up fellow.
If you're having a good day, tough. Prince obviously smokes the. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Prince smokes the catapult.
Yeah.
And this is where again, because of the we didn't treated the baggage train as impassable. I didn't think I'd be able to sort of reform very well, if that makes sense. And we sort of talk about it. And again, this is probably where I could have focused on sort of coming back towards your middle rather than putting so much focus on your general. I could have focused a bit more back towards like your cohort and your chariots sort of thing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, I think.
Yeah, fair
But I didn't. I focused on the Jenny, and I sort of just turned to face him.
Yeah.
Your turn 3. Just think you're doing some thy will be dones.
Thy wills, yeah. Get the weapon skill up for those bloody star dragons.
Yeah. Yep. Very handy.
Yeah.
And you cast. This is where you cast Curse of Blades. So yeah, you do. You get the weapon skill up on the Jenny, and then the other one gets the movement increased by 1.
Yeah, because your wizard's in combat now, so he can't bloody dispel me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see we've got the cool little those little purple squares where you can ride on. That's from PMTT as well.
Yeah.
We sort of utilise them
Come
for
in handy.
wounds and they were really cool
Otherwise,
and used
otherwise I'll bloody forget every time
for
because
forgetting everyone.
something's there. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, you cast. You successfully cast. I think I roll really high for my D spell, but I still don't manage to pip you.
Yeah.
I rolled like a 10 or something. Here you have a crack at Fate Dispel on Courage. And as luck would have it, bam, rolls 11.
There you go, boom.
Without your
boom.
pink dice too, so that was legit. That's a legit 11. It's not
so good.
You'll be playing at tournaments and stuff in the future, and people will see your pink
People
dice
are going to be
out.
like, "Oh, for
They'll be like, oh, those
like,
fucking pink dice." Someone will call the PO over after you roll a few sixes. They'll be like, "Can we get a check on these dice?"
Some fishy going on
here.
Yeah, I don't roll in for me break checks, those dice. Bloody hell.
That's right. You'll see them hide away when he needs to roll low.
Yeah.
So your ambush roll fails, and again, we were just rolling them at the wrong time, but doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect anything. We were just doing them.
Yeah.
I think. Don't quote me because I'm not a rules expert, but
there's a good shot of the cat hair. Bloody hell! Look at that. You're a ball of yarn.
So good. The mascots. So yeah, because this is where you reform the chariots, you conquer them so that I don't get the through and through this time. But I screwed it up last time anyway.
I should have been doing that from the start if I knew the through and through. But
and it was because we thought I needed to kill one, and it's because I only did 2 wounds that I didn't get. But anyway.
Yeah.
Does
it lose strength when it goes through or not?
Yeah. So it loses 1 strength, but it just I'm pretty sure the rule says that you get the hits anyway. So I could have done 3. One would have been strength 5, strength 4, strength 3. Because you're only tough 4, I probably would have pumped you. I probably could have almost deleted the unit.
Bloody hell.
Now you're setting up again to block. Oh, so we didn't talk about that's where the chariot. So the little lone chariot, the Commodore, the 89 Commodore.
Charge.
He declared a charge on the woodsman, and it actually could have been a bit of a risky. You fail the charge only just. And that's the charge that I think that was actually probably kind of good that you failed it because it could have been a risky combat res for me. Because if you went in there and whiffed your impact hits, my woodsman could have just pumped the chariot. But it doesn't matter. We don't know. You failed.
Yeah, failed that one.
That's someone else thinking about. But then you conjure up everything. So you've got your scorpion and your horseman chaffing the prince.
Yeah, just to buy me some time before you get in the rear, because then that'll really.
And you set that up really well. You do really well with that.
Yeah.
And now, so this is where obviously your other king. He puts some focus on the white lines now because I lost my champ. If I still had my champ there, you were kind of like, I don't really want to bother with them.
Yeah.
But now because I lost the champ,
lose combat. Yeah,
you probably lose combat there, and then. But anyway.
Yeah, when the champ died,
that's the dice.
Yeah.
The dice, mate. You got to be prepared for the dice. This is the cohort shooting at the prince again.
Yeah.
So you roll 6 poison hits and 5 normal hits. This time, a bit better. You do 5 wounds.
Yeah.
I saved 2 with the 3-up armor. And then I just fail my wards and my regens, and you do 2 wounds to the prince.
Yeah,
so that was high value wounds there. I was like, ooh, ouch.
That's it. Just some reserve moves going on.
Yeah, we actually undo that reserve move because when we read the baggage train rule, it says you have to have moved on in the remaining move subphase to be able to destroy. Yeah. So you just go, oh no, hang on, I don't want to do that, and you just move them back because there was no real. All you were doing was just like moving a bit more out of shooting range.
Yeah.
That was all you did. This is a combat again. The mage v the Jenny. The Jenny hits. Your general hits with 2 but does no wounds.
Yep.
Your dragon does 1 wound, but I roll my 6-up armor save, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
My dragon does 3 hits, but only 1 wound because of the re-roll. Ugh. And then you save that. Save it with the warty.
Every time.
Your dragon does 4 stomps and 3 wounds. I fail 3 of my 3 armor saves, my 3 4+ armor saves. But I save 2 warties, and then I save 1 with regen. So I actually sort of redeem myself a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
My dragon only rolls a 1 for the stomp, so I get 2. And I don't do any wounds. I rolled both wounds initially, and then the re-roll, I've failed both.
Came in clutch, bloody hell. So
yeah, it just caused me to whiff a few times. I win combat by 2 because you got the 1 combat res with regen, but you're indomitable too, so you're stuck there. The other thing that cooked me a bit there that I didn't consider was that because I'd now had the woodsman in the combat, you couldn't give rent ground because the impassable was there.
Yeah, yeah. You
So
can't disengage with the dragon. You kind of just, yeah. Because normally if you just push me back, if it was your turn next and you just
and I could just go, I could just be like, screw that, I'm getting out of there because it's my turn now. But I wouldn't have won that combat anyway, so it didn't matter because I only won it because of my woodsman being there, but it sort of screwed me as well. So on to my turn 4. So again, still, this is one where here, like, because I had visibility, like, looking back at this, and I didn't consider it at the time, but I probably could have risked going into the cohort with the prince. Because your static combat res...
5, maybe 6.
5?
3 ranks outnumber closed order banner. So I'm 6. Yeah, 6.
So I could have potentially, like, I don't know, obviously it's a bit of a fear factor, but that would get rid of both of your... That would get rid of both your raises. You wouldn't be able to raise anymore then. So it wouldn't, because both your raises are in combat. Again, a bit of a swingy option, but something I just didn't even consider.
You want to roll a fallback in good order though, because you'll be off the board. Bloody hell, mate.
Oh, even if I just gave ground, I'd be leadership. Oh, probably, But anyway, I take the soft option. I did cast Oaken Shield again on the mage, thankfully. This is where we read the rules for baggage train, and we realised that my dragon's not able to kill the baggage train because I moved on it in the combat phase.
So it stops people overrunning and touching it.
Yeah.
And then,
So then I just charge into the horse archers. Because I'm like, screw it, I'll just clear up some of his chaff now. Again, thinking that I can combat res your general.
It's quite funny because of this game, I actually put a champ in my horse archers for Starkies. Yeah, because I was like, if this comes up again, the horse archers might even just tank the dragon. If your prince only plucks through 1 wound, he's stuck there. He's only crumble 1. Yeah, I actually put a champ in them for Starkies. Yeah, that's the one change I made.
Did it work out any good for you? We've been.
Nah. It's like the one time a champ would maybe come in handy.
Yeah, there was a few things I feel in our game that didn't quite prepare you very well for the tournament, because there's a few things that I prepared you badly for. You went into that tournament being like, oh yeah, fuck on it.
Double dog, good one, easy.
Yeah,
easy
I'm good.
wins.
I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm not the best person to base you things on. This is actually a turn where the open order pivot would have helped me a huge amount because I actually my white lines sort of just stagnate there.
Yeah.
Because I thought I could only sort of what I basically end up doing is reforming them rather than moving backwards and then pivoting, and that would have just made it really hard for you to get into combat with them. But that doesn't matter. Lesson learned.
That's it.
The other sister. So this is me rolling my dangerous terrains. I lose 2 white lines here to this just from the reform. Ouch.
Ooh, mamma mia.
I move the little unit of 6 sisters into the wood just so that I can see the dragon to shoot at him.
Focus fire him a bit.
Yeah, and luckily I pass all the DTs on that. That's me rolling.
DTs.
Yeah, I think this is that was me rolling to shoot. So my bolty misses when shooting at the dragon, and I don't do any wounds with the other sisters. The ruby ring also fails. I fail to cast that. And then the other sisters shoot at the dragon as well, and I do no wounds. So bit of a wasted round of shooting. This is where I fell into the trap again of sort of going for that. I sort of thought if I could plink a couple of wounds off him, then you might think twice about going into the white lines because they could potentially knock him off in one turn if you only had like 6 wounds left.
Yeah.
That was my thought. I was like, if I plink a couple of wounds shooting here, he probably won't charge because I might be able to just kill him in one turn.
Yeah, true.
But it doesn't matter. I don't do any wounds. Prince kills the horse archers. This is where you were saying that if you had a champ, you might have been able to hold him off for an extra turn.
Hold him off another round, yeah.
Yep. And then I just overrun it.
Yeah, because you only did like maybe 1 wound with the prince, so yeah.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I didn't even write that down, but yeah, I think I did bugger all. Into the big challenge again. Ugh. So your king does 3 hits and 1 wound. I fail my wardy and my regen, so I cop that wound there from your king. That's me writing it down. Ouch. Your dragon does 3 hits and 2 wounds. I fail my armor save, but I pass 1 5-up wardy and then fail 1 regen, so I cop another wound. So
you're low, bro.
Yeah, you're chipping away at my dragon, and I'm not doing much to you. Yeah. So my dragon does 3 hits and then 1 wound due to the reroll, which I get through because you fail both your
Yeah.
Your stomp only does 1 hit again this time, no wound. My stomp only does 2 hits again this time, with 2 wounds, but you save both with the wardy. Urgh. So I only win combat by 2.
Double 6.
Yeah, he was super cash about it till you just roll it and you're like, oh yeah. Must be a Holland thing because your dad does it too. Yeah. He's just like, oh.
Yeah, the casual double box card.
Yeah, like it was meant to happen. So I only win combat by 2 again, so same result. So it's starting to hurt me now because my Archmage is slowly chipping down.
Away. Yeah.
Didn't turn out how I thought it would. Onto your turn 4. Did the Thy will be done again?
I will be done. Leadership 10, very reliable. So on the Tomb Kings. I think I get the bloody blades up again by the look of it.
Yep, you cast that successfully.
Yep. I think what else happens? The other Scorp shows up this time.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Yep, he pops up there, so you're on this low. You can see him just in the camera there.
Yeah.
Because I think you have to be out the 8. You couldn't really go on that back part anywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of blocked now. And my thinking was, I can't go for your sisters with them. Like, they'll just shoot me off. So I thought, chuck them over on my board edge. But you never know.
Yep. Yeah, you were sort of... Yeah, you went for that Dragon Slay again. You were like, I'll just put a bit of pressure on Harry.
Yeah.
Baggage train. You destroy the baggage train with the chariots, and then they reform.
Yep.
You did your raise on the Jenny.
Heal the dragon, yeah. Only
Yeah, just
me level 1 can do it, so it's 50-50. He's only ship 7.
yeah,
So,
got that one off.
50-50.
Fitty. Didn't use your pink dice for that one.
Nah, put them away.
The Commodore. He reverse parallel parks this one.
Yeah, little speed bump, mate. Chuck him in there.
More chaff, and so I'm like getting frustrated here.
Yeah, get him out of the way so the bloody cohort can come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you thought about here with your other dragon, the Armor of Destiny King.
Yeah.
You're like, I could breathy because everyone should know by now that you love a good breathy.
Love a breathy. I was trying to see how many sisters I could get as well. I really wanted to breathy those sisters. Yeah.
But you were if you plonked there for the breathy, I still got the 3-inch charge for the Furious Charge on the white lines.
Furious Charge, yeah.
Yeah, so you were sort of like, oh, do I risk that?
Yeah.
And then again, because it was all happening in real time, you just sort of thought, oh, screw it, I'll just stay back for now.
Just wait for the chariot combo.
Yeah. Another thing you do really well in a lot of your games, I've noticed too, talking about a few of your tournaments games, is that you sort of set up quite well for the later turns.
Yeah, I kind of...
You're somewhat patient at times. Like, you're somewhat like, I'll just,
I'll wait for more to, like, tip it more in my favour. Like, instead of being, it's a close call here, I'll just wait a turn and set it up for...
and then watching that here, it's kind of like, you weren't sort of too eager. At this point, you sort of like, I'll just see what Harry does this next turn, and then I'll make my move. Especially because you went second, so you generally play quite well when you go second too, which is not... Most people like to take the advantage with the first turn, but sometimes you're quite good with that last. You're good with that last turn.
Yeah, because you always, and it's good if you have the last turn, because you can do whatever without getting punished for it. Really, like there's no another turn to get punished for it, so you can kind of, if you set it up really well, you can clean up turn 6. Like that's where you get all your big points. But
you just risk in tournaments if you run out of time, you don't get to that turn 6.
Yeah, you got to chew through.
You leave a lot on the table.
Yeah.
So we've been rolling here in the big combat. So the king whiffs his attacks. Your dragon hits with 1 and wounds. I make the 6-up armor save again. My dragon hits with 3 and does 2 wounds, but you save 1 with a wardy and then 1 with a regen. Your stomps, you do 2 hits, and I fail to save 1, so I cop another wound. So I'm getting down here now. I think you've done...
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
managed to do... Finally, I do the big thunder stomp. I managed to do 7 hits.
Ooh.
But I whiff straight up. I whiff with 5 wounds.
You missed 5 and then had to re-roll it. Yeah.
And I had to re-roll. So I only do 2 wounds, but you save both with your armor save. That was the one where you actually rolled the double 6 and you were just like, oh yeah, fuck, cop that.
Easy, mate. This game's easy. What are you talking about?
So this is where you actually lose combat by 5. And this is where I sort of stuff up, because you actually only roll for 1 regen for the crumble, and you save it, but you actually roll. We spoke about the combat res, and we're like, oh yeah, I win by 5, and then you're like, oh, I'm indomitable 2, and then we sort of pause for a bit, and we come back and we sort of miscalculate it the second time.
Yeah, okay.
Could prove a little bit costly. I don't know how many wounds does your big fella have?
I think he's taken like 2, maybe.
Yeah. So, I mean total. What's his total wounds?
He's like you. He's got 9.
9, yeah. Because I get him quite close, and those 2 extra wounds could have had
Yeah,
him
could have
close.
tipped it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just a it was just a bit of a rush job by both of us. Really, neither of us really picked up on the fact that we'd sort of miscalculated.
Yeah.
On to my turn 5. I rolled. I rolled a 5 to cast Oaken Shield, so the bare minimum for it to go off. And then you managed to dispel it. Unfortunately, so now I'm like
level
thinking,
one's still hanging around. Yeah.
and I'm thinking I'm in a bit of strife here because my dragon's whittling down.
Yep.
The prince last turn killed the Scorp, and now he's into the chariot.
Yeah, I run into the chariot.
I actually didn't overrun. I restrained.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because I was still thinking about maybe going at the cohort or coming back to sort of defend the white lines a little bit, which in hindsight,
Yeah, okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I could have
been the
repositioned.
right thing, yeah.
I think it definitely would have been the right move there. To sort of, but I was kind of like that, you know. It's the old at the casino, the blackjack table. Like I've lost $400 on the blackjack table, and I've gone out to the ATM, got more out, thinking I'll come back and win it back.
Oh no!
So I'm sort of committed to you, Jenny. You know what I mean? Like in my head,
the tunnel vision for the Jenny. Yeah.
For the Jenny, I'm like, I just want to take him because I've put all this effort into it. So anyway,
you can't let him go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. The bloody roulette, mate.
The bolty bow who was shot at the sisters shot at the chariots this time. The bolty hits, but I failed a wound, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, and I only do one wound there on that chariot. So the prince goes first, attacking your other chariot in combat.
Yep.
And I kill it, and I run into your general. We go into that combat now. Your Jenny hits with 2 and wounds with 1. I roll another 6 up armor save. Your dragon then does 2 wounds. I save 1 with the armor and save 1 with the regen. My dragon then attacks back. He does 1 wound on the Jenny. So plink 1 down there. Your dragon only does 1 hit with the stomp, which wounds, but I managed to save it with the regen.
Yeah.
My stomp then does 4
turns in a bloody row.
Yeah. You spiked the first 2 stomps. You rolled high and then just. So my stomp does 4 hits and 2 wounds, which you save both with your 5 up armor again. Just cash. So this is the round of combat here actually where we get it wrong. So this is where you were down by 5. It wasn't the last one. It was this one here.
Yeah.
And this is where you only roll for 1 regen because we're sort of like, oh, you only lost by 3, and you're indomitable too. So could have potentially had you down to sort of 4 wounds at that point, but not to worry. Your turn 5. You got the Thy Will Be Done on the Jenny for weapon skill again, and you added 2 inches of movement to your other dragon.
Yep.
Cohort gets the reroll. The blade.
Yeah.
The blade spell off. Yep. And the necro heals the wound on the Jenny.
Yeah. So he's back up to 7.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yep. Your chariots charge the white lions, and so does the dragon. So they both declare. And again, this is where if I knew the pivot, I could have been a bit further back.
Yeah.
In the forest, like I would have been positioned much better. Because your chariots fail.
Yeah, I was pretty close, and even with
the
my
reroll.
Yeah.
You actually with both charges. Yeah. You actually with both charges, and your dragon only just makes it in.
Okay.
So again, because your chariots go forward. So if I was back just that little bit, I probably could have survived. Like I wouldn't have been in combat this turn, and then I actually might have been able to charge your chariots.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because you only just the dragon only just makes it in because of the forest. So I didn't take advantage of that, but big lesson learnt there.
Mm-hmm.
See, because your chariots are like literally like 5 inches away from me now, and your dragon would have only moved forward 2 inches because that's all you roll.
Yeah, right.
On the do you add your movement?
No, he's fly 10 plus the 2.
Plus the
So
fail
he's 12. Yeah, so it would have been 11 inches.
that you would have
Oh,
got.
no,
Yeah,
if
so
I failed that, it'd just be the 2. Yeah.
yeah, so I would have, and then I would have been able to charge your chariots and probably mop the floor
Yeah.
with them. If I was back,
But you'd
just
be
that
in the
extra.
same boat. Yeah, you'd be back further.
Yes,
And you'd
yeah, that's
have to
right. I'd be
take the
back an inch or
lower
two.
dice roll as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
and yeah,
So,
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is the king. This is you rolling. Sorry, this is the white
King
lines
goes
first.
first. Yeah.
Yep.
The Armor of
So you
Destiny
roll.
King.
Yep, that's right. So he does. This is and see, this is where it could have been a bit swingy, but you roll 1 hit, you fail to wound.
Yeah.
The dragon manages to kill 3 white lions. So I get 14 attacks back here, and I was thinking, oh, geez, we could be on. But I actually do. I'm a bit whiffy here. I only roll 6 hits, and I only wound with 2. But you roll both your wardies. So
I think, normally, what's average? 7 hits, 3 wounds? 4 wounds?
probably yeah.
I think average.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
If
a
it spiked,
little
could
bit
have
under.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. Thankfully, you only do 1 stomp, and you actually don't wound. You roll a 1. So I only lose by 1. And I choose not to use my stubborn because I didn't want to fall back in good order behind the sisters, but probably could have just gone with that.
I think that's
So
one where,
probably could have.
I think in future, I
Because of
think
the
you
book.
do have to stubborn. I think.
Oh,
I
you,
think you
do you
always
have to
stubborn.
stubborn? Oh,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
First.
That's a good.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that either. That's another.
I think
chalk that up.
I think we played that one wrong too. You always have to stubborn on your first. Yeah.
Geez, you and I'll be learning more than the people watching because we.
Yeah, I know. We're learning as we go. Because I remember versing old.
We may as well still be playing 8th Ed rule sometimes. You and I.
I know. Because I was because I was looking at the new Renegades and you can get stubborn on those buggers. So
Yeah. Okay.
the Renegade crowns. Yeah.
Yeah. This is now we're discussing here. This is the big one for you because you were like, "Oh shit," because you put your cohort into the prince now.
Yeah, I charged the cohort into the prince, thinking, "Oh, I'll challenge him," and then
and then you were like, "Oh
later
no."
on, our
Yeah.
dragons are already in the challenge. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't think I can challenge you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I sort of said to you, "Oh, look, do you want to move it back so that it doesn't affect you?" Because you were just like, "Oh crap," but you were like, "No, let's just see how see how it pans
I've already
out."
moved him in. Yeah.
And I don't think you were too worried because you added an extra 7 combat res because you're in the flank. So it was kind of, it was like you were like, "Oh, look, it's not going to be too bad." I don't think.
I might be able to sneak a wound.
Yeah.
Through, maybe with poison, but we'll see.
Yeah. So the prince does 1 wound on the skelly, so he whiffs a bit there, but you save it with the regen.
Yep.
The archmage does 2 hits but fails to wound. Your king just whiffs his attacks in the duel.
Yeah.
The skellies then roll. I think this is your skellies rolling here.
The front rank
now.
Yeah.
Yep. And they do 3 wounds. They actually manage to do. Oh no! Wait, sorry. Nah, you don't do any wounds. You just whiff it, even with your poison. Then your dragon attacks my archmage, and you do 3 wounds. And I fail to save any of them. And the archmage dies. He only had 3 wounds left.
Only 3 left.
Yeah, I didn't save any of the armor saves, and I didn't save any of the regens. So, ouch.
Ouchie.
Yeah, so that's where I was like, oh, bugger. Like I've sort of, I was really hoping to be a bit closer to killing your general at this point, but that hurt there. So
Yeah.
my prince
He's
does
still got
6.
6 wounds, the bugger. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, my prince does 6 wounds to your. Sorry, my dragon does 6 wounds to your
The skellies.
skellies, and
Yep.
you make 1 regen save. And then I only managed to roll 3 stomps into your skellies and only do 2 wounds.
Yep.
So with all the combat res there, it could have been worse, but you only lose combat by 3, and then you actually save the crumble on your Jenny.
Yeah, because he's indomitable too. So,
Yep.
yeah.
So again, doesn't work out too bad. We do count this time. I actually count the combat res properly. Lesson learnt: just always count. Even if you count combat res, seems straightforward.
Yeah.
Just always count it up because I screwed it last turn. So yeah, and then would you believe it? We screw up another rule here because you had that whatever that item is that you don't have to give ground, but you still give ground with your with your.
I only paid 10 points for that and didn't even use the bloody thing.
And it's funny too because when I was watching the video back, you actually said it like literally 5 minutes before that. You're like, "Oh, they don't have to give ground. I'll get stuck in. She'll be right." And then you bloody give ground.
No.
And I'm there. I'm too busy still sooking about losing my Archmage. Like I'm still crying over my Archmage dying that I don't even realise that you just give ground.
Yeah, shit. That's crazy, man.
Oh man, it's so good. When I was watching the video, it's like literally you go back 2 minutes and you're there going, "Oh yeah, they don't have to give ground." And then
At least I'll pin the bugger there.
2 minutes later, you just give him ground. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so good, man. You gotta laugh. Man, we should see if we had done this battle rep before your bloody tournament, it might have given you a bit more. You might have learned a bit more beforehand. So my turn 6, bit of an awkward scramble here for me now because I'm kind of like, sort of just got to try and save a few points if I can.
Yeah, you're a dragon down now.
Yeah, I'm down because he was 500 points. So I'm down 500 points. I've only chipped a few bits and pieces. We're probably sort of even at this point because I killed your catapult and, I've probably killed 400 points worth of stuff or something.
All me chaff and that, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much killed all your chaff and your catapult. So I'm kind of like, we're about even. So I'll just try and... I sort of felt like I was going to definitely lose the white lines here. So I was like, I'm going to lose them and they're about 300 and 400-ish points.
Yeah.
So we do that first. Your king does 3 wounds. Your dragon hits with 3 and then does 2. So it's starting to pump me a bit more here. But I get 9 attacks back. This time I hit with 5 and I wound with 4.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Obviously AP 3, and you only save 1 wardy and you don't regen anything. So I actually sort of spiked a little bit there and did 3 to you. But then you spiked your Thunderstomp finally. You got 6.
Yeah, Stomp shows up.
Yeah. Because I was thinking if you only did 1 there, then I'd probably beat you in combat well and truly, and then then I save the points for the white lines pretty much. But they break and flee, unfortunately. I only go back like 4 inches or something like that. You follow up, catch and kill. Actually, I go back 6, and then you catch and kill. So a bit devastated at that point. So I'm starting to swing heavy. Like as I said, you're always pretty strong in these late turns now.
Yeah.
Then the Prince v your Jenny, you issue a duel again this time. So my Prince is in there now. He hits with 2. The Prince hits with 2 and doesn't do any wounds. Your King hits with 1 and doesn't wound. My dragon only rolls 1. Oh no, sorry, your dragon only rolls 1 hit and doesn't wound.
Yeah.
My dragon this time rolls 5 hits. So every time I rolled high with the hits, then I just whiffed it and only did 1 wound. You got the
You
reroll.
just can't,
The rerolls though are always
can't
going to cause
convert.
me. Yeah, the
Yeah,
rerolls are always going to make me sort of whiff a few.
it's very swingy. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time you made me do my stomp first. We had a good laugh about it because you're like, "Nah, I'm not doing my stomp first."
Because I rolled 3. I've been rolling
Yeah,
ones for a while now. I'm like, you buddy, I'm
yeah.
like,
So
your
my
turn.
stomp, I do 3 hits and 2 wounds, but you save them
Yeah.
both with your armor again. You
Yeah,
dirty.
the old
Oh,
armor.
5
The
up
old
armor then.
behemoth stomps. Yeah.
Oh,
Whiffy.
and then you roll 6 hits and you do 2 wounds. I fail both my arm saves, but I use the opal for 1. And then I fail for the other, so I cop a wound.
Yeah.
I win combat by 5 because I think we actually did the same wounds because you saved a regen.
Yeah.
Actually, yep. You save 1 with regen, and then you take 2 wounds from the crumble.
Yeah.
So this time we do get the crumbles right. We're kind of like, oh, okay,
Yeah. It's getting low. I'm only on 4 there. I've taken 4. Taking 5, so
yeah,
4 left. Yeah.
yeah. So I could have had you close-ish. I think next turn you lose another 2. So I think I could have. But anyway, your turn
bloody
6.
close.
Your dragon just goes into the archers up there. So I've copped because I sort of chaffed to save the points of the sisters.
Yeah.
Your cohort goes into the flank of the prince. We sort of whiff our attacks here. My prince doesn't do any. Your king doesn't do any. Your dragon does 3 hits with 1 wound, but I save it. My prince does 1 hit and 1 wound that you don't save, so you cop another wound there. So you're down to 3 wounds left. So yeah, I think maybe. Your stomp does 3 hits and 1 wound, which I save. And then my prince does 5 hits and 2 wounds, which you both save with the 5+ armor again. It's every time.
Every bloody time.
Every time. 60% of the time works every time.
Don't even need a ward save, mate.
Definitely did this game. So this time I lose combat by 1 because we're counting the combat res here. Because you got the cohort in the flank.
Yeah.
And then here it is. So I pass my leadership with the white line, the woodsman.
The woodsman. Yep.
And then brutal finish to the game. I roll a 10 for my. Yeah, I roll a 10 for the prince, for his leadership.
You just needed a 9 or under to give
9
ground,
left,
but you rolled a bloody
rolled
fallback.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because double our number.
Because you double out number, prince goes off the table. So combat res me there. Yeah. Bit of a painful finish. That's again watching it back.
Few errors.
Yeah. I think that last turn definitely hurt. And that's where I sort of made that joke about the blackjack table, like going back out to the like a tunnel visioned it on your Jenny there, whereas I could have put pressure back on your chariot and your other dragon in the middle, and it probably would have been a much better outcome. But I'd gone all in at your Jenny from turn 2. We've been in combat.
Yeah, well, you parked in front of him, yeah. So
and I still feel like now, obviously, we won't really dive into the points. We'll put the points up on the thing, but clearly I got pumped. In the end,
2 Black Hawk down. Black Hawks down,
that's proper.
Yeah.
That was a big old 747 down. That was.
Oh, no.
MH370 out in the Indian Ocean. Been searching for them for years. Still looking.
Hell.
But yeah, like looking back at it, I still feel, some people might comment about my choice early on with putting the Archmage in there. But as I said, I was heavily influenced by the Woodsman, thinking that I could sort of swing that combat and maybe combat res you.
Yeah.
And I think if even if I put a bit more pressure on, like if it was a bit more swingy the other way, and your general had lost a lot more wounds early, I think you might have had sort of done a similar scramble whereby your other dragon might have come back to support him, sort of. So I
I
don't
think
think
so.
I don't think it was the worst tactical move, because we wanted to get in and roll some dice, and
Yeah, that's it.
it could have spiked either way. I feel just didn't
Yeah, in a
spike. And
different multiverse, like my dragons could have gone down just as easy as your
yeah,
ones.
like I could
So
have. That's what I mean. I could have definitely put your Jenny under a bit more pressure.
yeah,
But I think the mistakes I sort of made, um, early on was just being very passive with the White Lions. Like, it was almost like
yeah, I think so.
I could
Because
have
like
I could have brought them forward with the dragons to um,
I think so.
sort of bring some of my own combat res up the table, and then it would have
Yeah,
forced you to not, like, you weren't like, your cohort might have had to then focus a bit more on the White Lions, because it's like they might have been, oh shit, you know.
yeah,
If I was lumbering my own, but that's the sort of fear, I guess, being a high elf player and not being super experienced with infantry. They're very fragile,
yeah. But
and
that's the thing. Even with if you push them up and you do lose a few or too many, you can always just like you don't have
just
to
run
keep
away.
throwing them up. You just run away, go marching column, and then bugger off like out of there.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
that's a good point, that we sort of spoke about. It's not something I sort of overly consider. It's kind of like I definitely, as a player, get the tunnel vision once you've sort of pushed forward. You
yeah,
know, I never think about just turning around and going back to your line, to your sort of, it was obvious with the prince, that where I had the prince right up in your lines, and there was a couple of turns there where I could have sort of brought him back towards the middle of the table for support, and I just didn't even think
yeah,
of that. Like, I'm just like, oh, screw it, I'm up in Aaron's lines now. I'll just stay up there.
yeah,
Um, and it's that sort of tunnel vision. Um, the other thing I think too is that my other two games with against you, where we played the fluffier lists and I didn't have the dragons. I had an Archmage. Remember, I had a level
you had
4
the
in
Archmage,
in
yeah,
my White
yeah,
Lion unit, and having high magic in that unit, they were a lot more. They were very survivable and very
survival, yeah,
maneuverable.
a bit
Yeah,
more,
because
yeah, mobile, yeah,
you're mobile, you get the reserve move and walk between worlds. So I think that, yeah, all of a sudden now I didn't have that protection on them, so they were just, I played them like they were dead points, like they were sort of, I needed to protect them for points, and
yeah,
then the reverse sort of happened because I was so passive with them. You were able just to get in there and smack me with the dragon, and it was kind of
yeah,
easy points for you in those last two turns. Um, so yeah, although I
yeah.
lost the Archmage, I lost the Prince in the end. Like, that was just bad luck. I just put that down to bad luck
That's
because of
bad,
the
yeah, bad luck.
leadership. But definitely the Archmage and the White Lions were points that I probably didn't need to lose. If I played a bit better, I probably wouldn't have. The outcome wouldn't have been. I think those were errors. Those were bad errors.
Yeah, or just yeah, I don't know. It's hard because yeah, do you go just full backline me maybe and just make me? We kind of
Oh,
just chase each other around though for 6 turns if you
if I do
backline
that,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
which is okay. I think.
yeah,
Um, I don't know, but look, those were the two errors I made. The obvious error that you made that you sort of got away with was charging that cohort in the first turn. Sorry, not the
yeah. I
first
should
turn,
just
but
charge the. I should have just
the
charged the
score.
scorpion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
almost gave me a lot of combat res that could have completely pumped you.
Come bit me in
Um,
the ass. Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
you were, you know, I think it was, as I said,
Mm.
you played it very well. I've said in previous videos, you always play your undead armies very well, particularly against me being a high elf. Like, you always generally play your undead armies really well.
Yeah,
And
and I
we had
think
the pre
yeah,
not you didn't have the luck that you that you're probably hoping for when you went to the tournament. Maybe I led you into a false sense
I
of
think against Cathay, you definitely did because I just barreled the dragon into
yes
the
into
firing line, and I
yeah
was like, oh, he should be okay. Nah,
yes.
and then I think
And
it's
you did say
just
that to me. You said because of our game, you thought that your Jenny was a bit more survivable than he actually was, because you
yeah. I'm
kind of
like, oh, he can.
he
Yeah, I
could take
tanked
it.
2 Star Dragons for 10 turns. Like he'll survive a few cannons. He'll be
Yeah.
alright.
So
Nah,
yeah.
yeah,
So, but it was
but
it was a good game. We got in there and rolled plenty of dice, and as I
yeah,
said, it was
combat's
something I
always
wanted.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah, and I wanted to be a bit more because generally in a lot of our games, I am a pretty passive player, and I might sort of eke out a small win, or I might only cop a sort of small loss. But it was good to get into
yeah,
that game, and it was hard watching. It's always hard watching, or it's always hard thinking about a flogging. Like if you, sometimes you walk away from a game and you think, "Geez, I don't want to think about that anymore." But um,
yeah.
then watching this battle rep back, I was just like, "Oh, this is painful." But it was really good to like look at a lot of little things that I did wrong, or certain things like when I lost my prince. It's kind of like, oh yeah, shit, that was a bit of bad luck. So
Yeah.
I think learning wise for me, that was really good. And
Well, that's
at the
it.
moment, I only sort of
All
get
we can do is just learn and
yeah.
improve.
And I think
Yeah,
with these battle reps too, I'll start to get a bit more like because with the work and the family, I only get sort of one game in at the moment every couple of months.
yeah,
I'm a bit of a
yeah.
shocker. Um,
That's it.
as everyone will know, I don't make it to the tournaments or stuff at the moment, but these battle reps and even talking about your games and stuff have been really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on the game from your end? I sort of spoke about my stuff a lot, but I
I
don't know
don't
if
know what I'd
you
do differently. I probably maybe I don't
didn't
know.
too
I
much that you
probably
did
still
wrong
would have
there.
charged.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
wasn't
know.
much you did wrong. It was only that charging that cohort in that one turn. That was really the
I think
only
yeah, I don't
mistake you
know
made.
because if I just fly over your dragon and go for your backline stuff, you
Still
can
not many
easily
points,
just
is it?
sort of, and you can sort of
Scramble.
with the stubborn sisters, you can sort of tank for a lot longer than my backline can. And
Yeah,
like
okay.
two of your dragons in my backline is worse for me. Like
Yep.
I can't really deal with
What do you
that.
think about
But
your the use of your scorpions? Because you didn't.
I don't know. They're kind of a
You
lost
felt okay.
cause because you got the opals, and if I show up next to the sisters, you kind of
I guess
just
they.
shoot them and move away from them. And but
Yeah. I guess
I
they're.
probably wouldn't have ambushed them. Maybe if I replayed it, I wouldn't ambush them and just
Yeah.
have
Okay.
them in the back line, stopping your woodsman from like having that further block for your ambush, like a bigger
Yeah.
buffer for your ambush. Just
Yep.
have them on the
Yep.
back line chilling.
Well, that
Um,
you would you would have saved me then because that ambush that screwed my thought
yeah,
process.
the woodsman. Yeah, but
No, I
yeah,
know what
I
you mean.
think
Did you ambush? Did you ambush the Scorps much at the tournament? Because we actually didn't really
against
sort of talk
Cathay
about.
I did, but against like
Oh, you thought you could take the ogre loaders.
yeah, it's sort of take him out. But
Big Scorp thought he could take.
yeah, nah, I think even though
No
they have
chance.
ambushes, sometimes it's better to just not ambush. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm really struggling. Like again, our few games there with my woodsman, my experience level with ambush is pretty poor. So it's kind of like,
yeah,
yeah, I can't say I really know when to ambush or not to ambush. I guess like
yeah.
sometimes I just don't like. It sounds really stupid, but we actually spoke about this in the game. I actually don't like ambushing sometimes purely because I don't like my models being on the other side of the table where people knock them up.
You got to walk around and yeah, and then people
Well,
drop
and
shit
you
on
just
them.
know, like, when
Yeah,
you've got them on the board edge on your opponent's table, like, oh man, the chances of them knocking them with like tape measures and stuff
they're
so
gonna knock
high.
off. Yeah,
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 and my
yeah,
woodsman, like, are heavily converted, if someone shatters them, I'm just like, oh mate, I can't do this again.
I know. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I don't know. Going forward, I probably wouldn't run Warhost again. I'd probably try some magic heavy Tomb Kings.
Yeah.
I'd probably even just go one dragon. Maybe not even a drag. I probably wouldn't even take the dragons again, to be fair.
Yeah. I think you're going to you've done the tournament now, so you're probably going to move on army-wise, I think, aren't you?
Yep. I really want to bust the demons or the rats.
You're dying. Every second every second army list you send me in that group chat's either rats or... and it's funny, rats or demons. And every time you send me a rats list, I'm just like, nah, it's
poo. I get all excited for it, and you're like, poo.
You even sent me.
That's the point.
You even sent me the square. You even sent me the square base. The square base comp with like, I think is it 2,400 points?
Yeah, but I got like 2,400 points. And
you said it to me, I was like, nah, still. Because I'm just thinking,
win.
The poor old rats just can't take a double dong. Like if you come up against Cathay or a double dong, even at 2,000 points, they just absolutely pump the rats. So.
Yeah, but in the interest, drop bombs on you.
Yeah, but in the interest of keeping, obviously, the video, I know we know most people just watch the battle rep, but for our next vid, we are going to try and do another battle rep soon. Hopefully, it'll actually be with Aaron. Going. Yeah, we're hoping that Aaron. It's probably going to be Aaron versus someone else, because we don't want to just always be high elves in the battle reps. If it's me always playing, it's just going to probably be high elves. So. Hopefully in the next week, we'll tee up a battle rep to record with someone else who's keen to get into it, but we're not too sure who yet. We're trying to line some up. And
even if you're watching this, just bloody message me, like if you want to have a game.
Great point.
Like just reach out, even in the comments, just reach out.
Aaron loves.
We can organise a game.
Yeah, Aaron loves rolling dice, and I'm always there to at least set up the recording and get that all sorted for you guys. So just reach out to myself or Aaron, and if you're keen to get on and you don't mind being recorded copping a flogging. I'm joking.
Well, ease people into them into it.
Yeah, just that's right. Fluffy lists.
I'll have the rats.
Well, actually, we did talk about that as well. We want to do more fluffy lists. We only did the double.
Oh, yeah.
We only did the double dong off on this one for tournament prep, but we normally
just tournament prep.
The last few, like Aaron and I generally play, as I said, like my last list against Aaron that I played twice was just had chariots, so it wasn't. We played very fluffy lists. We don't generally, unless we're doing tournament prep, we don't do these super hard lists. So reach out to Aaron. Get a battle rep up again, hopefully in the next week. And as I said earlier in the video again, we'll keep improving the recording sort of quality of our setup, because we're slowly building up. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Comment your thoughts on the battle rep and what you think. Sort of give us some tactical advice and rules advice.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. It's
what
great.
We could have done better.
Great for the community, and keep getting into it. Keep liking and subscribing if you can, because it sort of just rewards us for doing the hard work for the hobby we love.
Beauty.
Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next vid. Thanks, Holly. Thanks for the bloody flogging.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
Anytime. Get in the picture, you know.
Yeah, I'm moving these.
You gotta get near your forest, I reckon. Yeah. Near your magic cards, where your magic cards are. Oh!
Man, there.
Sounds like a king,
There goes my legs.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's good. +1.